Hey guys, update from YieldMaxETFs. Their two new funds will be paying distributions next week, this upcoming Tuesday, January 7th. Those are BIGY and SOXY. Do keep in mind, those are the Target 12 ETFs that pay, monthly, but they're hoping to make close to that 12% yield per year. But it does look like the stock market is going to be closed next week for a federal holiday, January 9th. So it looks like their schedule might be updated a little bit. So they said since it will be closed on the 9th, distributions for the YieldMax ETFs listed above will be declared on January 7th, which is next Tuesday. The X date and record date will be on Wednesday, January 8th. And then typically they would be paying on Thursday. So it's a little different than some of the other YieldMax funds where the other funds pay on Friday. These funds will actually be paid on Thursday, but it looks like for the next week, they will be paying on January 10th, which is that Friday. So just an update on that. I don't know if there's any additional details on this. Yeah, so they probably updated their distribution schedule with that holiday just being announced here recently. So if we go to the distribution schedule for Target 12s, we can see that has been updated. So, once again, the declaration date, they're going to let us know how much they're going to be paying for these funds next Tuesday. The ex-dividend date is going to be next Wednesday, January 8th, and then they will be paying on the Friday. Once again, since the market will be closed next Thursday, they'll have to delay it a day. So hope this was valuable. Let me know your thoughts down below. Once again, these are the two Target 12 ETFs, BIGY, which is a large cap based fund, where the other one is a semiconductor based SOXY. Let me know if you're interested in these two funds. The yields are not going to be anywhere close to the other funds, but I think the plan with this is you're going to be getting a lot more capital appreciation, or there's going to be a lot less NAV erosion per se. It may not still perform just as good as Misty's done. I know MSTR was up over 400% last year, or at one point it was. I'm not sure what they finished at. I know there's a big sell-off towards the end of the year. But yeah, so these are large cap holdings. If we look at their holdings real quickly here, so they haven't announced the distribution rate yet, but it is an actively managed ETF that seeks a target annual income level of 12% and capital appreciation via direct investments in a select portfolio of 50 large cap companies. So another difference with these funds too is that they'll actually purchase the underlying asset in some instances, whereas the other funds that they have are just pretty much synthetic spreads. So, its main objective is still to seek current income, but its secondary investment objective is to seek capital appreciation in a select portfolio of 50 of the largest U.S. companies. BIGY, expense ratio, 0.99%. Yeah, so that is, that's that there. I don't know if they're able to, yeah, okay. So here are some of the holdings. Yeah, so you can see they're holding shares of Apple, and then they're selling covered calls on them. So I think they're doing some synthetic spreads. So you can see 36 and 36. That, I believe, is a spread versus these just 5 solo calls are probably just off of off of their share holdings there, which they could technically sell 42, and maybe 36 plus 5 is yeah, I don't know exactly what strategy they're using. It's probably some type of synthetic spread, but they are holding shares. So that's a little bit more promising if that's something that you're interested in. It's not as capital efficient, but as the secondary objective of this fund, you're going to get capital appreciation via the investments. So that is their secondary objective. So it's a little different than some of their other funds there, like we talked about. And then this other one is SOXY. It's just semiconductor based. So you got your NVIDIAs, your AMDs, TSM, Broadcom, ASML. I don't see that they're selling any spreads yet. Maybe this website isn't updated, but it looks like right now they're just holding holding options. So definitely stay tuned for that. That's going to be the first payment next week. Once again, for their Target 12 ETFs, SOXY and BIGY.